Hello, gentlemen.
Ow! Yeah!
We're doing a quick video interview. So, how the tour is going so far? Any observation about the audience, the drum community in general?
It's been, once I landed in Europe, it's been just nonstop. And, every audience I think we've had, it's been great. I think one night we had a bit of a limited, I can't remember what city, so we won't even talk about that.
We already forgot.
Yeah, we already forgot. But no, so far everything's being well received.
Absolutely, yeah. The only thing I observe every night is actually JR.
and vice versa.
No.
Vice versa.
Okay. What do you like to present during this clinic tour? Any special message to drummers, or just play the show and having fun?
No, I mean, since I'm now the veteran, which I didn't used to be, I try to present, this is a long-term thing for them. And a lot of guys are younger, that we see, and it's not just a quick thing. It's something that you can develop and have a career on for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. For first thing we showed the beautiful DW kids, Paiste Cymbals, and stuff like this. Yeah, but we want to show like generations thing. JR is a legend, if we can say it like this, and played on tons of records. And I did a bit of studio work myself, and so we try to, show the way that there's still a way to make a living as a musician in my age. So, like passing the torch of generation.
Yeah, and he's the next. He is the next generation. Here's a torch.
JR, is there anything in Felix's drumming what impresses you?
Yeah, everything.
Everything.
Yeah, he is. He's hungry. Mm-hmm. He is not complacent. He's unbelievable chops, but he also knows how to. Corral them and utilize them. He can also groove, and I'm all about that. And he's got great time, and I know that he can play with a click, which probably 90% of the drummers can't. So, and he's a great guy.
Great, Felix. Similar question, but more specific. Why do you think JR is so often recorded drummer?
I can really learn a lot during that tour, how to get a lot of work, how to stay in the business.
Right.
This is the second thing I really learned from him. JR is on so many recordings because he's such a humble guy. Fantastic pocket, plays the groove where it is, and he blends in with every kind of music I heard you so far on, really a lot of different styles, but he just blends in perfectly and like uplifting the music. That's what you do, man.
Thanks, man.
Hey. It's really always been a big inspiration. So,
So, what is the role of distributors and producers nowadays in relation to drummers?
Okay, in the United States we don't say distributors actually, but producers hopefully of a record will be the ones who are basically like a motion picture film director, and they'll be the ones who really basically organize the project from the beginning to the end, as far as that goes. So let's say I'm producing something and I need, let's say I don't want to play drums. I'm going to hire him, which very well may happen, and then I'll cast the right people around to blend into the situation, including songwriting, including players, including background singers, including arrangers, including the engineers, and mixing all the way even to mastering to the end. Now, as far as distributing, that's how we do with Gewa, and Gewa is our parent distributor worldwide, mostly for DW, Paiste, and Remo. So they basically, we have 3 endorsement companies that we are representing through Gewa.
Under the same roof, yeah.
Yeah, under the same house.
Luckily, yeah.
And I don't know, please add to that.
No, yeah. It's a big benefit to have it all in-house, I say.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can't always deal with the companies directly or with the manufacturers. That's what you mean with producers, like the drum factories?
Yes.
Oh, see, I went the other way.
Yeah, because...
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It's like the distributor, like gave us like my local dealer, if you want it like that. So it's important to have a direct relationship with the companies, but also those guys like make the daily business for me. Because I live in Germany and my DW is in California and the cymbals are in Switzerland, and so it's tougher for me to deal with them directly. So I got my for the daily business, I got a gig here in 2 weeks and there, and they organize my daily stuff more or less. Like, so both are really important.
No, yeah.
Okay. So the last question, but it's tricky one.
That last one was tricky.
What do you think is the future
No.
of acoustic drumming?
Well, you know, I've been an advocate of always growth and change in drums. However, my bottom line is that acoustics are the king. Nothing is above acoustic drums. If you're going to have electronic drums or machines or programmers, that's all underneath. You know, and those are all, I look like I'm a carpenter, and I have a tool belt, and, you know, I have a machine over here and something over here. But in reality, the acoustic drums will always prevail. You know, I mean, in DW, John Good has perfected the drum, which has been made, and I thought pretty damn good, even back in the early 60s. Drums were made pretty well. John Good makes them so good that you know, it's just an honor and a pleasure and effortless to play them. So in my opinion, acoustic drums will be around forever.
Yeah, that's what I think too. And I really look at acoustic and electronic instruments as different drums, as different instruments. It's like an acoustic and an electric guitar.
Yeah.
They actually look the same, but basically they don't have much to do with each other. I mean, the same race of instrument.
Right.
But still, yeah, it's nothing above acoustics. And I really think nobody have to be worried about the future of acoustic drums.
No. No, acoustic rocks. And you know, I'm going to go back, you know, like 10 years. You know, I remember there was this urgency about, oh my God, electronic drums are now finally just taken over. Company X makes really good electronic drums. Boy, aren't you guys worried? And I'm thinking, no, first of all, you know, we're playing the best drums in the world, the best cymbals in the world, and the best drum heads in the world. And it doesn't get any better than that. And we're very blessed to do it. And it's...
I mean, you're dealing with it since the 80s, actually, when drum computers came out. So, and you're still playing.
Right, and I remember the old, you know, Mr. Keyboard Player. Oh, man, he played drums on this. Yeah, like, okay.
The roll call.
Yeah. Bop. Bop. And you know what? We're still here. We're still standing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's great.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. Good seeing you two again.
Yow!
Yow.
Okay, quick. Thanks, Farrah.
Yeah, baby.